cut this out, but I turned down a movie.
Well, really? Why?
I think this is worth talking about.
Wait, why did you turn a movie down?
Well, I yelled a whole lot, but
She did too, right? And it was a cool movie, right?
probably a blockbuster kind of.
Maybe a blockbuster kind of a movie. He zoomed me, right? We zoomed each other, and he was trying to convince me to the movie, and the money was going to be good. It's going to be,
The fact that you would regress and do a film with an accent would break my heart.
Thought of,
I should have done that Jamie Foxx movie.
No, they only
Which
wanted
one?
you for the accent.
They said accent only, please.
No, I should have done it.
No, because
It's out. It's coming out now, and I should have done it.
Oh, is it the vampire?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks good, right?
I was watching the newest Tiger Belly episode yesterday when Bobby Lee said something very interesting that caught my attention. And I started going down a deep rabbit hole. Well, ladies and gentlemen, grab your snacks because today you and I will be taking a look at how Khalyla potentially sabotaged Bobby Lee's acting career. That's right. She made Bobby Lee turn down a role in a huge Jamie Foxx movie, made him think that it was the right move, the right thing to do. And we'll also be taking a look at how Bobby Lee is about to realize how big he actually is. Because remember those 2 podcasts that he just did that we talked about in our previous video? Well, he completely blew those podcasts up. They have insane numbers and they're doing very, very well. Now keep in mind, this is all speculation and for entertainment purposes. But with that being said, let's take a look. So back in March of 2021, Bobby Lee appeared on an episode of Trash Tuesday, and he told everyone that he essentially turned down a role in a huge movie. They edited out the name, but they hinted at it being a vampire movie and potentially being a huge blockbuster movie, according to Khalyla. We now know that the movie is Day Shift with Jamie Foxx that actually just came out yesterday on Netflix. Now, looking at the movie, looking at the trailer of the movie, you might be thinking, why would Bobby Lee turn that down? By looking at Esther's reaction, that she was also thinking the same thing. Watch.
Well, just cut this out, but I turned down a movie.
Well, really? Why?
I think this is worth talking about.
Wait, why did you turn a movie down?
Listen, you have to respect people's decisions because we all have different goals in life. But looking at this objectively and considering the fact that Bobby Lee is currently shooting movies and doing shows, traveling for different shows, turning down this movie was actually a bad call. And frankly, the reason behind it doesn't make sense at all. But it was an idea pushed by Khalyla and her family, claiming that doing an accent on a movie, doing a hard accent on a movie, was way below Bobby and that he should not do it whatsoever. I would understand if maybe a weird director wanted Bobby to do a hard, stereotypical, racist accent or portray a character that is completely over the top. I would understand turning those down because yes, it does take a very, very talented production to pull something off like that, and they have done it in the past. But looking at the movie trailer, the movie looks like a badass action movie. And the same guy that directed John Wick directed this movie. Also, that's what acting is all about. You literally get hired to portray a character that somebody else wrote. When Khalyla says that her family told Bobby Lee not to do the movie, I picture her mom and dad calling Bobby, having a conversation about how they're offended or a good reason why he shouldn't do that movie. But in reality, this is who she refers to as her family, which is her sister and these other people.
of our episodes.
Yeah.
So they're Tiger Belly experts. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about our favorites, maybe our not so favorites.
But by doing so,
Which is
let's not
completely
hurt.
insane. Why would you even take advice from these people who are not in the business? It completely blows my mind. And my last point to that, Bobby Lee is a comic. Why would Bobby Lee be above doing that? Out of all the things that he does and admits that he wishes he didn't, acting on a movie with A-list celebrities is the one thing that Khalyla actually made sure that he didn't do. What? Well, on their last episode, they had Tia Carrere, who is an actress from the 90s, and this is when it happened. This is when something very interesting happened. When she was telling everybody stories about having to act on movies that required her to do stronger Asian accents, Bobby Lee asked her how she felt about having to do that, like how she felt about having to do a stronger accent. She said, that's fine. It's, a job and a lot of people do it, which I agree with her on that answer. But this is when Bobby Lee couldn't hold it any longer, and he just said out loud, "I regret not doing the Jamie Foxx movie."
Are you somebody that when they say do a thicker Asian accent, do you feel uncomfortable about that?
I'm just selling whatever they want to buy, and it's making pretend and it's playing. And
Yeah.
I know some people are offended by utilizing a stronger accent, but I mean, we see Anthony Carrigan, who plays like a Eastern European, guy on Barry Body, and he certainly doesn't speak like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me to do like the stronger, wow on AJ and the Queen, I thought she was a really powerful character.
Well thought of.
I should have done that Jamie Foxx movie.
No, they only
Which
wanted
one?
you for the accent.
They said accent only, please.
No, I should have done it.
No, because
It's out. It's coming out now, and I should have done it.
Oh, is it the vampire?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks good, right? I should have fucking done it.
Wait,
Anyway.
tell us
You're
the
offended because
backstory.
they wanted you to do an accent?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to the director, and I just basically because I don't know if this guy needs to have an accent. He's in America. Like,
Because there are people in America that have
Accent.
Filipino accents,
Yeah.
Chinese
Right.
accents, Korean accents.
So I fucked up.
And as you all saw, Khalyla's weird response was to say, "No, they just wanted you for your accent." What? That makes no sense at all. That is absolutely insane and mind-blowing that she actually said that to Bobby in front of another actress. It's crazy. And if you made it this far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps out the channel, and we'll be putting out content weekly. Thank you. To say that they only wanted Bobby Lee for his accent, it's like saying people only fly on airplanes because they want to see the view from the sky. No. People purchase airplane tickets to fly because they want a fast and effective way of traveling to their destination. And once they're up there, they can have a nice view if they want to. So going back and watching or hearing what she says on those videos is completely insane, is mind-blowing. And finally, on our last video, we did talk about Bobby Lee going on 2 smaller podcasts and completely blowing them up with views and subs. Well, both of those channels have actually gotten a huge bump in views and subscribers. The first one, Whoa Dad, gained over 2,000 subscribers in 1 week, and their podcast with Bobby Lee right now sits at over 113,000 views. Wow. The other one gained over 7,000 subscribers, and their podcast with Bobby Lee sits at 240,000 views. That is insane. In only a couple of days. That is wild. That is completely wild, and it clearly proves the pool, the massive pool that Bobby Lee has. So it's very interesting how nice he is, giving Khalyla massive amounts of credit for the success of Tiger Belly. Because let's be real, podcasting and the Tiger Belly podcast is one of the easiest ways of producing content out there. And there is not much complexity in the back end. There is no live switching, specifically for Tiger Belly. There is no live switching cameras because, as you notice, they put all their camera angles into one screen. They have like 4 different camera angles on there. Tiger Belly is a massively successful podcast with over 700,000 subscribers, and they frequently have very famous people as guests. So naturally, they do bring a lot of views monthly. But if you notice, on the episodes where they don't have massively famous guests, their episodes average around 300,000 views, which leads us to assume that Bobby Lee is currently the main talent and the main attraction of the Tiger Belly podcast. Listen, this is not to bash Khalyla. Like I said before, I respect anybody that is making it in the business. But I'm just making observations. And look, the last episode without her, without Khalyla, when it was just Bobby and someone else, did just fine. At the end of the day, none of this really matters. I just thought it would be fun to talk about. It will be interesting to see what happens in the future. Will they get back together and resume like nothing ever happened? Will this be a new stage in Bobby Lee's life where he actually does everything that he's been putting off in the past? Or will everything fall and crumble to the ground? I highly doubt the last one will happen. But let me know what you guys think. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And again, leave your comments below. See ya.